spell-breaking Olympic quarter-final setting of London 2012 to the eerie quiet of strict regulated pandemic boxing. Two of the most inspirational sporting women of the last decade finally meet in a pro ring for all the world lightweight marbles. The dazzling champion, the hard-hitting challenger, Irish icon Katie Taylor against Natasha Jonas, the first woman to compete for GB boxing. Boundary breakers, boxers to the core, and in many people's eyes, Matt, the standout fight of tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the main event, but I've been looking forward to this fight all week. Cannot wait for it. I think Tasha, after her last performance, coming into this, her confidence is probably at its peak. And Katie, coming into it after the performance against Gutierrez, she's never looked better. So I think it's probably happening later than what we thought it would, but it's actually probably the perfect time.
Yeah, both in brilliant form, and Jonas has done so well to recover from that shock four-round defeat back in the summer of 2018 to Vivian Obernauf, which put this match very much on ice as Taylor continued to collect world title belts, move up in weight, defeating Christina Linardatou in a very different Manchester arena with a huge fan base there, and there were tears after that one. Then the rematch with Delphine Persoon and Miriam Gutierrez. As Matt was saying, she was punch perfect. But Jonas, can she bring the momentum of that wonderful, wonderful challenge to Terry Harper that Matt and I thought she should have gone home with a belt? Very close, but she was great that night in the summer.
Good right hand there from Katie Taylor, coming back with the left hand. Better hand speed, better accuracy so far from Taylor.
Yeah, in and out, you'd expect from Katie Taylor. She's got to somehow combat that hand speed, Jonas. She can hit, of course, but she has the two amateur defeats to Taylor, who makes the better start.
It's quick in the feet, watch the burst, watch the attack, yeah, sharp feet.
10 seconds, corners.
Joe Gallagher, the intense trainer of Natasha Jonas, who's been very buoyant about his charge in the all-white with Mila on the shorts. That's her 5-year-old daughter, Tasha Jonas, the working mum from Toxteth in Liverpool, with big support on Merseyside. But of course, Katie Taylor brings the whole of Ireland and some more as well behind her in the black and gold as ever, the 34-year-old from the coastal town of Bray in County Wicklow, orthodox against southpaw, and it's these combinations, these bursts from Taylor, who has the edge in speed.
There you go.
Yeah, it's lovely work this from Taylor early.
Yeah, that was a good left hook there. As Tasha Jonas tries to come in and throw the shot, Taylor just beat her with the punch with the left hook.
Trying to get her jab and a left to the body. Natasha Jonas, who came very close to stopping Terry Harper in about the 8th round. She didn't follow through. Harper, who was gave everything that night at Fight Camp as well. She returns in a couple of weeks here, still the world champion. But Jonas also up at lightweight tonight. Will that be a problem, Matt?
I don't think so. I mean, it hasn't been a physical fight so far, and she doesn't look smaller than Katie Taylor. She looks every bit as big, but her jab's working well here in this round, Jonas.
A good right hand from Jonas, looking for that southpaw jab, and complaining about a head clash there.
Time out. Watch your heads, both of you. Watch your heads. Remember what I said in the dressing room? You don't want to spoil the do it. You're not cut. There's nothing wrong with you. Time is stop. Come on, get busy, Jenny.
There's that hand speed again, though, when Taylor opens up.
Look there, too. Feet up. Good. Composure. Good. Don't get to shoot. Steps back, steps off. Lovely. Good. There you go, Tasha. Good. Up the pit. Good. You were there. You need to pull the trigger. Okay. If it's not there, slip and slide in.
Ross Ename, as ever, leading the Katie Taylor corner. That's the clash of heads. Taylor, Nick, that one for you. It was better from Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas was good with the southpaw jab, but I thought Taylor landed better combinations and outlanded her in that round.
Round 3, the 18th professional fight for Katie Taylor, the Olympic gold medalist who won multiple world championships as an amateur and Europeans, a string of medals. Natasha Jonas did pretty well herself as well, 5 ABA titles. But as a pro, not quite the success that Taylor has had, who's been cleaning up belts. But I think she's taken some heart from the close fights with Delphine Persoon, Natasha Jonas. This is good from her.
Yeah, good work there from Jonas, firing back.
Nice work from the Liverpudlian.
Yeah, she landed a good left hook there as well, did Jonas.
She doesn't like it to the body, says Joe Gallagher, but look at Taylor ripping one back downstairs as well.
Yeah, Katie Taylor landed 2 beautiful body shots there.
Step away.
Chin down, up again. Look, a shape composure already. Don't throw.
Just pouring with that jab, though, Jonas, as Taylor comes in and they swap body shots. Really digging the power punches in early, the pair of them.
Yeah, both girls sinking good body shots in.
There's that left hand of Jonas, who can really punch. 7 knockouts in her 9 wins. And we know that Katie Taylor loves a tear-up, doesn't she? Which it comes on the inside. Sometimes neglects those natural boxing skills to entertain both herself and the fans.
She's all over the place, Tash.
She's all over the place, says Joe Gallagher. It's been a really good round for Natasha Jonas, and full of action too.
Exchanges and your hands high. There's rich pickings there, Tash. You have all day
Rich
long.
pickings, says Joe Gallagher, and when Natasha Jonas sat on her stool, she said, it's 2-1, isn't it? That's exactly how you've got it, Matt.
Yeah, 2-1. I gave Katie Taylor rounds 1 and 2. I thought Natasha Jonas won the 3rd.
The WBC, WBA, IBF and WBO lightweight titles on the line. Property, of course, of Katie Taylor. Undefeated, undisputed. And the aim for Miss GB, Natasha Jonas, who's warming into this, showing us her skill set. She has dedicated herself in the last year and a half, really fully committed to the sport, and it's paying dividends. She looks a much better fighter, Jonas, but is she quite good enough to take these titles from Katie Taylor?
Again, left hand up, negate the right, and then find that right hand in the middle.
Feet. There you go, good.
A great deal of noise from the corners tonight.
Good.
Yeah, Joe Gallagher and Ross Enemy both very vocal.
Feet composed. Get that nice steady pressure. Nice and tight.
Nothing there.
Good right hand left hook there from Katie Taylor.
Neat combination. Jonas just lost her footing. Tries to come back with a solid combination from the southpaw stance.
Yeah, just falling short. Good southpaw jab there, though, from Jonas.
Just let the back hand go. Good.
There's the right hand of Taylor, though.
Lovely shot.
Still keeps that hand speed, doesn't she? Katie Taylor.
Yeah, Joe Gallagher drumming into Natasha Jonas between rounds, not to get involved. With Katie Taylor opens up, he wanted to stay nice and compact and pick her shots.
He keeps saying scoop up through the middle, Joe Gallagher.
Yeah, he wants that left uppercut into the pit of the stomach. Lovely left hook, counter over the top of the jab there from Katie Taylor. Another good round from her for me.
Yep, neat and tidy from Taylor. Jonas not quite finding her range like she did in the previous round.
For a few reasons. One, you're touching her with the right hand, you're not letting her spoil shit.
Nice southpaw jab there from Jonas. She's landed some good shots in the round, but I think Katie Taylor outlanded a lovely left hook counter there. Jonas just falling short with the right hand. And Taylor was able to counter over the top with that
A lot
left
better
hook.
finding your distance there. A lot better finding right hands, okay? We start mixing up the right hands if she starts ducking, okay? You can loop it around. You can take a chance here. You can shoot it to the body, okay?
She's going to hold when you go in. The ref's going to take a
Keep down
point.
low.
10 seconds, corners.
Put your head on the outside with your hand, all right?
Seconds out.
Come on.
Round 5.
Here's the 5th round. It's the 54th of Natasha Jonas's career. It's the 139th of Katie Taylor, more experienced as both an amateur and a pro. Taylor, who's fought plenty of times in America, of course, on the eastern seaboard, where she gets huge Irish support.
Nice work. Nice and relaxed. That's it. Stay on top of the jab.
So down to earth. And I think that's why everybody respects and admires her in boxing, male or female.
Jonas looking for the left hand down the middle to the head and body.
Yeah, hunting that out, and Taylor trying to find her own right hand, just backed up there.
Nice counter.
Does look physically strong, Jonas, doesn't she?
Yeah, she looked really strong against Harper too, and I thought she won she didn't win the fight. It was a draw, but I thought she had the better of the action when the two girls were stood together. She was really good fighting on the inside. Boxing more at range here tonight so far.
Body shots from Taylor. Jonas trying to come back and land one of those big left hands. Where are the uppercuts that Gallagher wants to see? Just biting down on a gum shield. There's an uppercut from Taylor.
Yeah, good uppercut there on the inside. And again.
Step away. Keep holding. From there, hello. Shoot. That's out, Katie. Finish strong.
Movement from Taylor. That's good work. Jonas trying to come back with a body shot. Nice action here in the 5th.
Yeah, it's good work from Taylor, doubling up with that right hook, body and head. She's staying compact here, Jonas. Nice and compact. The defenses are good, but I think she needs to let her hands go a little bit more. She's just going to be outpointed in these close rounds.
Intense between the pair of them, and we've got another big one to come. Derek Chisora against Joseph Parker.
Joseph, we've had fun and games in the build-up to this fight, but now we're finally here. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling ready to go.
We think we know exactly what Derek Chisora will bring. How much are you going to have to use your boxing brain tonight?
We got a good game plan in place. You know, I'm going to use everything that we've been working on in the gym with Andy. So I'm going to use my boxing brain. I'm going to box, I'm going to move, I'm going to fight fire with fire. It's going to be a good night.
A win tonight and you're right back in the world title mix. How does that feel?
It's good. I'm excited for this fight. Like I said, all the hard work's been done. I just want to get in there and show what I can do.
And you're definitely walking out second, right?
I'm walking out second. Yes, we are.
Good luck, Joseph.
Thank you.
That was the drama of the last 24 hours after the coin toss, and Chisora refusing to stick to the defeat of the coin toss. And he accepted, after having a lecture by his mum this morning, that he will stick to his word and he will walk first. Can't wait for that one. Back to this though, really interesting WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO 9'9" crown fight between Katie Taylor and Natasha Jonas. And Taylor in a lead for you, Matt.
Yeah, I've got a 4 rounds to 1 up. The last round was close, but I thought she was busier of the two, landed the better shots. Good right hand there from Taylor.
Yeah, it's been fiercely competitive, but the busier and classier work at times from Katie Taylor, although Jonas does land a few real eye catchers, and she had a really good 3rd round, but that's good from Katie Taylor. Punches in bunches. Jonas trying to meet fire with fire, but I think it's that razor-sharp speed of Taylor and those combinations.
Yeah, Jonas landed some hard shots there, though. She landed a good left hand and a good right hook. There's a good exchange. Again, both
Left to
girls
the body
landed.
from Jonas was decent. And she got the heavier artillery, Jonas. Only 6 knockouts from Katie Taylor. Hasn't had a stoppage win since March 2019, when we were with her in Philadelphia when she beat Rose Valente. Good work from Jonas, and a nice right hand as well.
Yeah, Taylor's got to watch her defences when she goes into the exchanges, when she's letting her hands go. Sometimes they're coming back to her chest, needs to come back to her chin so she can block the shots coming back from Jonas. Here's a good round from Natasha Jonas.
Yeah, there's been some really nice work from Jonas in this round. Some decent from Katie Taylor as well. It's a good session. That might give Natasha Jonas confidence. Let's find out how Andy Clark's scoring it.
Well, through 6 rounds, I've got it 3 apiece because I gave Jonas that round that we've just seen. She hurt Katie Taylor in that round. You could see her knees just buckle a bit when she landed one of those shots. And I've given Jonas rounds 2 and rounds 3. The first couple of rounds, not really very much happened. I gave Taylor the first because she outworked Jonas, but nothing really landed. The second round, Taylor was busier, but I felt she hit quite a lot of gloves, whereas Jonas got through with 2 or 3 clean shots. 4 and 5, I thought were pretty clear Taylor rounds. You know, pretty straightforward to score, and that last round there for me was a Jonas round, so I've got it teed up at 3 apiece through 6.
Yep, I agree with you with the Jonas round last time out. The first couple, yeah, possibly Katie nicked them. Definitely the third for Jonas. So Andy's got it level. You've got Katie Taylor up.
I've got it 4-2. I gave Katie the 4th and the 5th, and I gave Jonas the 3rd. And that last round was the best round for Jonas by a stretch. It was a really big round for her. She landed some hard shots.
Yeah, Katie started well, and then Jonas just really landing the heavier shots, and she's accurate too. Another right hand there from Jonas as we start the 7th round. Body shot from Taylor.
Yeah, good straight right hand to the body from Taylor. Got to be careful of those right hook counters from Jonas, though. Yep, there it again. Lovely left hand to the body from Jonas, and she finished up top with a right hook to the head.
That was a beautiful combination from Natasha Jonas. She misses there, but the one before was spot on. And a lovely left hand from Jonas. Pinpoint accuracy. And that's what she was doing to Terry Harper at this sort of stage of the fight.
Yeah, beautiful double jab backhand from Jonas.
She's got those elbows tucked in as well. Natasha Jonas really finding a rhythm now. And Taylor a bit betwixt and between, although she targets the body again as they go toe-to-toe. These two terrific athletes, Taylor and Jonas having real hard punching success here. And this is cracking action in the 7th round.
Yeah, fantastic exchange here from both girls. I think Jonas probably landing the hardest shots. Taylor
comes Taylor here, there. And Jonas as well responding, and they are digging deep already.
Yeah, good round from Jonas. Landing some hard shots there.
Joe Gallagher being told off in the corner by Marcus McDonald. Keep it down. He's so involved, isn't he? So passionate. Ross Ename as well in the other corner. Great to see the trainers living it like we all are. And Natasha Jonas putting in a tremendous shift.
Big breaths. Big breaths. Suck it up, girl. Come on, you're on the track. Suck it up. Suck up.
5-3.
Yeah. Could be level. Okay? So here we are now, where we were last time. Deep breath. Okay? Now it's here. You've got someone here who's open. She's coming forward, chin in the air, hands down. Rich pickings. When she throws touch, tilt, touch, and counter, uppercut, hook, hook, backhand. Keep killing her body.
Oh, yeah,
straight backhands down there. Keep up with it.
Yeah.
But do not get wild with it.
This is what we got to dig down and go get it. This is what makes you
Deep breaths, Katie. That's why you're champ.
10 seconds, bonus.
We need these rounds.
This is fascinating, isn't it? Joe Gallagher said it could be level. We saw Andy Clark's unofficial card a round ago. And Natasha Jonas is really in this. The challenger from Liverpool. Katie Taylor had a couple of close ones with Delphine Bassoon. Certainly the one out in America. She thought she felt much better at fight camp, but there were two tough 10-rounders. And I tell you what, Natasha Jonas will begin to believe here down the stretch that she can take these titles. Have you got it, Matt?
I've got Katie Taylor 1 round up, 4 rounds to 3. I had Jonas winning the last 2 rounds. The last round in particular was a really good, strong round from her.
Feet underneath you, feet underneath you.
Taylor looking to counter over the jab there with that left hook. Just fell short that time.
She's been training for many, many weeks out in Connecticut without a break, Katie Taylor.
Good body shots, nice combination.
Body shots from Jonas. Looked like it just might have winded Katie Taylor, and again, the volume, and there's Taylor coming back. Decent defense from Jonas. This is high class. It really is good.
Top-notch stuff here. Taylor landed good left hook, and Jonas landed some good inside work just before that. Both girls really going for it here.
Look at that from Katie Taylor with the combinations. How much these two want to go home as world lightweight champion. Jonas just backed up there. She lost those amateur fights. Could this be her night? Natasha Jonas. Taylor digging in this round and showing a class too. How are the judges seeing this from Russia, Sweden, and our own Michael Alexander? It's got to be close, hasn't it?
I think I've got it 4-all now, all on these last 2 rounds. There's that southpaw jab from Jonas. That was another strong round from her. Big effort from Katie Taylor. A lot of tenacity, but the defenses are really good from Jonas. Tucking up nice and tight there, then looping that left uppercut into the body, finishing up top with the right hook, and a southpaw jab working well for her at distance as well. Lovely uppercut too on the inside. See another angle of it there. A good combination work from Natasha Jonas, then spinning off.
But you're going after a finger. Close the distance with your feet now, but bring that hook over.
10 seconds, good.
Have a...
Yeah, that hard.
Yeah?
Seconds out. Round 9.
Katie Taylor quick to her feet for the 9th round, final 4 minutes. It's a shame we've only got 10-2s. We could watch this all night. Really, really good fight between Katie Taylor and Natasha Jonas. We've had skills, we've had toe-to-toe action, we've had really close rounds, and both have had big success in there.
Yeah, it's been top quality stuff, really has. Look, after 5 rounds, I had Katie 4-1 up. I thought her speed, her work rate, her accuracy was better. Natasha Jonas has really come right back into the fight. I feel the last few rounds, the defenses have been really solid. The southpaw jab's been working well for her. The left uppercuts through the middle have been good too. Really going to get down to the wire here now, these last 2 rounds.
Body shots from Jonas. Crucial final couple of the fight. And those first 2, we don't know how the judges have seen them, and that might be critical. Out of range there, Jonas. Taylor with a right hand.
Taylor.
Yeah, lovely shot.
And again there, just slipping and coming back up with that right hand.
More blood to the nose for Natasha Jonas. Good work from Katie Taylor, who has that extra experience of these 10 rounds, having gone the distance with Persoon and Linodatu and Persoon again and Gutierrez. And this is really good from Katie Taylor.
Yeah, really digging in here, putting fast combinations together.
Is she tiring, Natasha Jonas?
I think both of them are tiring. You can see it on their faces. It's been a hot pace. It's been a very absorbing.
She knows she only got the draw last time, didn't win the world title. She's going to have to throw everything, Natasha Jonas. Remember Joe Gallagher calling Katie Taylor the media darling beforehand. Have they got to rip these titles away from Taylor, who did well in the 9th?
I thought that was a good round from Katie Taylor. She needed that after Jonas having a few rounds where the momentum had swung in her favor, but that was a good round from Katie Taylor. Good hand speed, good combinations. Good movement as well. Didn't sit there admiring her work. Got her shots up.
If we have
and then
distance, listen to me. Just keep
got
the
out of
left hand
distance.
up. It negates her jab. She can't find range for the backhand. It's so simple. Just stay there. Collect yourself. Get in and no. 2 minutes tough.
Big 2 minutes, yeah?
Bottom, can you see?
No.
There's a hit on my mouth.
Rinse your mouth. Okay?
No,
right.
10 seconds, corners.
Let's go. Close the show. Close the show.
Seconds out. For the 10th and final round.
Round of applause from referee Marcus McDonald, and why not? It's been brilliant, this world lightweight title fight between Katie Taylor and Natasha Jonas. Whoever gets it, Matt, let's see it again.
Absolutely.
Good start, fiery start from Katie Taylor. Is she closing the show better? There have been really good rounds for Natasha Jonas, and these cards could be tight.
Heads clashing together again. You see
And from Jonas was good. She has got through, and she has that power, but the determination of Katie Taylor, who just loves to excite, doesn't she, and entertain.
Good left-right combination there from Taylor on the inside. Short left hook, short right hook as well.
Body shots back from Jonas. The orthodox and the southpaw have meshed beautifully tonight, and it's another wonderful advert for women's boxing. As good as any male boxing, it really has been. If Terry Harper and Tasha Jonas gave us the fight of last year, this is an early candidate for the fight of 2021.
Lovely left hook, right hand combination from Taylor there, opening up.
How much the pair of them want this. Driven to success, Taylor really showing that grit and speed even late on in the fight. These last couple of rounds, have they earned her a successful title defense? 10 seconds to go.
I think Tasha Jonas won the first minute of this round, but Taylor's finishing the round strong here.
Really strong, but it's going to go to the scorecards. What a fight. Absolutely fantastic. The two of them, Katie Taylor, held aloft by Ross Enemy. They believe she's done enough. Joe Gallagher delighted with Tasha Jonas. So too Anthony Crolla. Again, no losers tonight. A wonderful spectacle from start to finish. And who will get it? Has Taylor done enough? Last couple of rounds, maybe. Andy Clark, let's go to you. You had it level, didn't you, earlier? How are you seeing it now?
Well, through the 10 rounds, I finished with a score of 96-94 Katie Taylor, so 6 rounds to 4 in her favour. I just thought she dug in over those last few rounds, up the work rate, and just somehow got it done, because Natasha Jonas boxed a really, really good fight there. I thought she boxed really intelligently. She landed heavily with the jab at times. And in the first half, in the middle rounds, really, she was catching Taylor on the way in. She was making her fall short, and she was making her pay at times. But I just think in those final couple of rounds particularly, Taylor, again, just put her foot on the gas, dug deep when she really needed to, let her hands go. And yes, she did still get caught, and Jonas had her successes in the opening minute of that final round. But Taylor just, as I said, work rate, fitness, desire, just managed to drag it out for me. But it's a close fight.
Agreed, Andy. I think Katie Taylor's excellent work in those last couple could well have got her the nod, but it is close. It was a terrific watch. And these 2-minute rounds, difficult to score, as we saw with the Jonas Harper fight. They are tough, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I had it 96-94 Katie Taylor as well, but I had it differently. I got there differently to how Andy Clark did, so it shows you some of these rounds are very close. But I thought Taylor fought back so well. I thought Tasha Jonas was brilliant at the start of the round. She landed, we see the replay of that right hook she landed. She landed a couple of straight lefts as well. But Taylor really finished the round strong, punching, letting both hands go, combinations, body shots, straight 4, 5, 6 punch combinations down the middle. Brilliant, brilliant fight.
Huge respect between the pair. Has Katie Taylor retained her titles? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in Manchester, England, we go to the judges' scorecards. Yuri Koptsev, 96-94. Michael Alexander and Andreas Stenberg both scored the bout 96-95. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. She's still undefeated and still the undisputed light